Hello and welcome to our virtual tour of our 2012 Hyundai Santa Fe Highlander. A little bit about us here at Pacific Toyota and Lexus of Canso. I am standing at one of two of our pre-owned vehicle yards where we have just under 200 vehicles in stock and go through about 170 on any given month. Now that is making us one of the largest pre-owned departments here in Queensland. As you can see, we've got our multi-level showroom just over the back there at our yard here in the city, and quite a variety of vehicles. Now we are located right on the edge of Cairns itself, but as you make your way out of town, you will come across a brand new part of Toyota and Lexus, parts and services, and our second pre-owned vehicle yard as well, about 1 kilometre up the road. Throughout the video though, I'll go over the Santa Fe Highlander here in complete detail, pointing out any blemishes that may appear at first point of sale or any extras on this great vehicle. So we'll start down around the front. Nice big alloy wheels, just making sure though there's no scratching, no gutter rash. And we want to be also checking that tyre tread, making sure there's plenty of depth there. Obviously part of that roadworthy certificate attached to each and every vehicle and included in that driveway price here in Queensland. But as we make our way around the front, we want to be looking for dings, dents, scratches, stone chips, those sort of imperfections around the body. Nice clean front end, bonnet. No major dents or scratching. We like to be completely transparent in these videos though. Little minor imperfections like stone chips over time, we do like to point them out. They are to be expected in a pre-owned vehicle, but as we can see, no major damages or imperfections as a whole. Down the passenger side though, try and give you a really good angle on the reflection of light, but we'll cover each panel as we go. Light scratch down there. By the feels, it hasn't even split the paint, so that should be able to buff or polish out. So on the passenger front here, we do have some gutter rash up around on the very edge of it, but nothing actually come down into the rim there anymore. And we've got excellent amount of tyre tread. As we make our way down, side mirrors, obviously got your indicators there. We just want to be keeping an eye out for these little imperfections as we go. Like I said, we like to be completely transparent in these videos, but some markings are to be expected over time on a pre-owned vehicle. Just be a little bit of dried out polish on that one. Beautiful. So as we can see down the passenger side, a couple of very light markings. Some that haven't even split the paint though, and they should be able to buff or polish out of the vehicle, but overall very clean and tidy. On the passenger rear now, nice clean alloy again, excellent amount of tyre tread, so good to see that consistency as we make our way around the vehicle. Around the back end, make sure we've got a nice straight rear tailgate here. So you do have a couple of markings on the rear bar here, pretty much luggage markings from items going in and out of the vehicle, which is very common, especially in these compact SUVs that are used for multiple things and usually storing or helping move larger items. But as we can see, no major dings or dents in the actual body. We'll open it up while we're back here though. Having a look inside, so obviously the 7-seater version, they do go nice and flat when not being used, but obviously making sure seats are in good condition, obviously the leather seats being the Highlander version. And just making sure there's no other major damages or imperfections back here. Just a little bit of general wear and tear markings. And as we can see, we've even got rear vent and controls all the way back here for the third row of passengers. Beautiful, close her up. Around the back though, we are also fitted with a tow bar, and we've also got our proximity sensors around here, 4 of them all the way around, and obviously that built-in reverse camera that we'll see in action shortly. This is also the all-wheel drive version, so obviously helps with the towing side of things there as well. Down the driver's side though, again just trying to give you a good angle, we'll keep covering each panel. As you can see, it has been brush touched, but I do like to point them out still in these videos. Nice and clean on this alloy as well, with excellent amount of tyre treads, so Great tyre tread all the way around, and just that one passenger side front that has a few scuff marks right on the edge of it. Apart from that, very clean and tidy around the vehicle. Looks to be a little bit of polish again coming off. No markings or damages on the side mirrors. And just give you a good angle back down the body there as well. Beautiful. So as we can see on the exterior, a couple of minor imperfections that are to be expected over time on a pre-owned vehicle, but nothing major in the way of dents, scratches or damages. No major chips or cracks in the windscreen along the roof, so that's actually for sunroof, so we'll see that in action shortly as well. But at the back here, no fading, no damages on the rear, and as we can see, obviously been fitted with the roof racks as well. Beautiful. We'll make our way through the interior now. So in the driver's side rear here, just making sure there's no major damages or wear and tear, scuff marks along the bottom of anything. But obviously being the Highlander version as well, you actually have these little shade nets here that pull out, which is great use. Obviously wanting to keep it cooler, or you've got kids or baby in the car. But as we have a look through, just making sure for wear and tear, damages, no cuts, stains. The leather seating still in excellent condition. Along the roofing here, nice and clean and tidy, and we do have the carpet floor mats back here. Obviously we just want to make sure that underneath we're not trying to hide anything, just been very well looked after. Beautiful. We'll now jump in the driver's seat for you. So on the driver's door though, it's got our electric windows, central locking for our side mirrors there as well, but also for that memory for the driver's seat, set 1 or 2. Nice clean door cart, obviously for your fuel button just there as well. One little minor cracking here on that plastic trim as it goes around, but overall very clean and tidy. Again, being the Highlander, you've got all your electric seats and everything, which obviously comes into play with those memory settings there. Do have 2 keys still, which is always great to see. Start it up for you. On the right hand side here, control panel, obviously to do with lights, your center diff lock, traction control, eco modes, a whole lot. But on the right hand side of the steering wheel, all of our cruise control settings, and just below there is actually the controls for the screen up the top here. So you have a bit of a playthrough there, lets you know when the next service is, either due to kilometers or time. You can change your settings, all your different trip meters, the whole lot. So as we can see though, 114,458 kilometers, and we'll go through the service history shortly, checking the authenticity of that. As we make our way on the left hand side though, all the controls for the head unit and obviously the hands-free once we've got the phone connected. But as you can see, you've got a nice large touchscreen display up here. Now you do have your built-in satellite navigation here. Beautiful, but it's also where nice large reverse camera shows up out the back. Now we do hear those proximity sensors obviously working. But it also shows you here as well just how close you are. Obviously once you move, those lines become smaller and smaller. Beautiful. But as we make our way down, all of our air conditioning controls and our push button start just there on the left hand side. And then down below, connection points, so a couple of 12 volts, things like USB and AUX down there as well for all those connections. But at the end of the day, very clean and tidy up the front here. Electric park brake, heated seats, the whole works. As we can see though, the front's very clean and tidy like the rest of the vehicle's been. No major markings, damages, no fading or cracking or going sticky on the dash. As we have a look up here, all of our controls obviously for the sunroof. So just make sure that she's working properly. One push and it's all automatic. Beautiful, and similarly to close it, we'll come all the way back for you as well. Beautiful. But While we're in here, we'll have a look, make sure we've got all the books in here, and we'll have a flick through the service history for you. Beautiful. So it had its complimentary initial maintenance service done at 1,700 kilometers. Its first actual service done at 13,000. Next one at 25,000. Again at 32,000, 51,000, 61,000, 75,000, 90,000, and 112,000 there. So next one's not due until 128,000 there. At the end of the day, Hyundai recommend every 15,000 kilometers. Beautiful. Last but not least though, we will hop out and have a look underneath the bonnet while she's still running. Well, nice and easy with the bonnet here. You got the shocks on the side. Just want to make sure though there's no red dust or rust or anything underneath. And as we have a bit of a listen to it run, make sure there's no major knocks, rattles or squeals. Just that normal sound of a turbo diesel. Beautiful, running nicely. But at the end of the day, that was our virtual tour of our 2012 Hyundai Santa Fe Highlander. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.